and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ginny May, the intergalactic supreme goddess of guest services. I have been in the restaurant business for over 35 years and a service manager and service trainer for over 16 years. Today I would love to talk to you about how do you know if you're cut out for the restaurant business. Maybe it's your first time, you're thinking, oh, I need to get a job. Maybe you want to switch careers and you're thinking, maybe the restaurant business is for me. Well, here's a couple things to think about if you're ready for the restaurant business. On the other flip side, if you're a manager or an owner of a restaurant and you're thinking, how do I hire the right people? Here are also some points to think about of the type of people that, of course, you would possibly want in your restaurant or on your team. The first thing is you need to like the food. If you are going into a Mexican restaurant and you hate Mexican food, it's probably not the best idea. The same as if you're a vegetarian and you're in a steakhouse. I don't get it. You really need to love the food and you really need to love the products because these are what you're going to be selling. This is a sales job. And if you really believe in the products that you're selling, it's going to be 100% easier for you to sell and offer these things to your guests. The next thing is you need to be generally a happy person. There's happy people out there. You know if you are one or if you're not. But the restaurant business is definitely a place for happy people. Are you a smiling person? Sometimes they're happy people, but they're not so smiley. You do need to be a smiley person. Smiley people are just known as more approachable. Smiley people are the ones that get the bigger tips. Things just work out in a restaurant better for the people that are smilers. How do you know? Some people think, hey, I am a smiler, but then if other people are looking at them, they're like, that is not a smiler. Hey, look at your parents. Is your parents or the people that are closest to you that have raised you, are they smiley people? Since we're really little, we start to mimic the people around us. And if the people around you are really smiley people, you learn to be a smiler at an early age. And a natural smiler, someone that can smile even when it's a little press or stress or busy, is a great attribute to have when you're working in the restaurant business because it will always make you look like you're more in control and you're a lot more calmer and you have your things together and you're not so concentrated and things just come to you really easily. Also, a little point is you might want to have some good memorization skills. Depending on the menu card, depending on the wine list, you need to be good at memorization. Some restaurants switch their list quite often, and then you need to, of course, memorize all these things again. So a little key point, memorization might be a good attribute for you to have to go into the restaurant business. Some people say there is actually a service gene. I do believe that some people are born with a service gene, and of course this comes from the people around you that you grew up with. Were they serving you? Did you see this continually throughout your life? Were you born in some type of culture that was very service-minded? Of course, you are going to end up bringing these things and taking them into yourself. And this is a great thing to have. If someone ever says to you, hey, you have the service gene, you're probably perfectly cut out for the restaurant business. You also need to have a small gene where you feel, you know what, I really want to take care of people. Maybe you're switching jobs and before you were in a kindergarten or a nursery school or a babysitter and you just love kids and taking care of other people. Maybe you're taking care of elderly people. If you love caring for others and helping others, this could also possibly be a great new side job for you. You truly need to love people. When you go out in the street, you need to be able to be that type of person that can find something they like in everybody that they see and have a really positive attitude about all the different people that you meet. The next point is that you really need to love crowds. Think about, when do you like to go shopping? I think about, oh, if I'm going to go to, for example, IKEA, and I know it's really busy on a Saturday or a Sunday and really, really busy at Saturday at noon, I love going there at Saturday at noon because there's a lot of people and I love people watching. I also love sitting out at cafes and watching people go by. If you're that same type of person and you love people, this might be the job for you. Maybe you're a student and maybe you are working individually by yourself on some different projects. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you're thinking, wow, I just need to get out. I need to have some interaction with some people. I need to see some things going on. This might be a great side job for you, especially if you have those other attributes that you like to take care of people. You're a happy person, you're a smiley person, you're outgoing. This could be great for you to balance out a little bit getting out there, seeing a lot of action, going back home, doing some individual work. Another thing we need to think about in the restaurant business, this is actually an acting job. And you have your costume, which is your uniform usually, and also the dining room is basically your showroom, and your guests are the audience. Of course, you are having interaction with your guests when you're down at the table, but the guests are also watching you when you're walking around the restaurants doing different types of duties. And in this time, you really need to remember that you're always on when you're on the floor and you have guests in the restaurant. It doesn't matter if you had a really crap morning, lost your keys, got in an argument with your boyfriend or girlfriend. When you enter the restaurant, you have to find that energy and you need to put on a great act, not only for your guests and your colleagues, but also for yourself, because it's just going to make yourself have a better day, a better shift. You're going to leave in a much better mood as well. This is also a sales job. So you need to think, ooh, I don't like pressing things on people that they don't like. Well, it also helps if you like the food and the products of the restaurant. It's not feeling that you're pressing something on somebody else. It's feeling that I love this so much, I want other people to try it. It makes your job so much easier when you're in a restaurant to suggest things if you really like the products. You need to also love working in a team, because usually you're not the only waiter on. Maybe if it's a little restaurant, it's the daytime, you're the only one on. But a lot of times in the evening, or if you're in a bigger restaurant, you're really working with a team. It's very difficult to work in a restaurant if you're just working individually for yourself. If you have a colleague next to you with a section, they're a little bit behind, you're able to see that, you can help out. It brings the team morale up, it just increases the whole efficiency and the whole vibe of the entire restaurant. So working in a team and wanting to work in a team is so important in the restaurant. And the last thing I'd like to point out is that you need to be a pretty good multitasker. If you're the type of person that needs to do one thing at a time and finish that, and it's going at this pace, this might be a little bit of a difficult job for you. You need to be a little bit speedy, and you also need to be able to do a couple different things at the same time in order to keep up your pace so you don't feel swamped. So I hope you can use these points to ask yourself, hey, am I really cut out for the restaurant business? Or to possibly help you find that right staff for your restaurant. I'm Ginny May, the Intergalactic Supreme Goddess of Guest Service. And if you like this video and other tips and tricks, then click here for another video, or otherwise, please subscribe, press the subscribe button, ring the bell so that you get a notification when I come out with a new video every week. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.